Hi Jay,
Hi, it's Lion.
welcome to Be Informed podcast. On today's segment, we'll be talking dating and marriage. Have anything you want to share?
No, let's go right into it.
Okay, we'll have a list of questions. We'll be asking questions and we'll be talking about dating and marriage and the impact of dating to marry. What was that you said?
I was trying to understand whether people should date for marriage or just date in general.
Okay. On that note, first question: why would anyone want to get married? Okay, why do you want to get married?
All right. You see, because of the kind of life I've chosen to live and kind of things I've tried to do in my life, I don't have. Okay, basically, I decided to be a Christian. I decided to take my spiritual life very seriously. So I don't have a lot of options on what else I can do apart from marriage. I love the females, I love their company, I love their energy. So it just happens that I have to get married to have that enjoyment.
Okay, so you don't think it's a thing of companionship or
No, you see, if that's why I say I love the females. I didn't say I love any other things. Them I love.
okay.
No, not the females. Sorry, I'm the pastor. So yeah, the old man. Not the females. I love a female. Yeah.
Okay. How do you handle disagreement?
I really don't want to bother my head with that. I think when we get to the river, we'll cross it.
Okay. Okay. Are you influenced by your parents' marriage?
Am I influenced? You know, the truth of the matter is that influence happens on a subconscious level, actually. We might not be aware that what is influencing us is influencing us. So I can't, so to an extent, yes, but deliberately, no. I really don't want to be influenced by my parents' marriage. It's not like they don't have a happy marriage, but
Okay.
it's not just my kind of marriage. I don't picture that kind of marriage for me.
Okay. Okay, what kind of wedding do you really want? I know this question is more likely to be for a lady, but it was here, so it's here. So
Just like you said, I think I would leave that to my wife to be. I would leave because you see, these things are just. If you want to have a peaceful marriage, right? I think these are one of the things that you just let your wife handle.
okay,
Yeah.
I agree on that too because I think when we were kids as boys, we were busy playing football, or while the girls are busy planning, or in their head they already have the ideal wedding, how the guy is supposed to look like, and all of that. So yeah, I totally agree with you. I know this is not something I want to ask in an African setting, but regardless, what will you do with your last name?
What would I do with my last name?
Yes.
I would pass it down to my wife.
Okay.
I would pass it down to my wife. You see, this is one of the new trending things of a girl to maintain. I think the question I should ask me is what I would do if my wife decides to maintain her last name. Well, the truth of the matter, it depends on who her father is. If he's Dangote, I would gladly even change my own surname to. I would join her and bear the name Dangote. But I think life is just about choosing your battles, really. What you're willing to fight for, you're not willing to fight for. I would, of course, try to, because my name has to be there, come on. Not after spending that kind of money, but you would definitely have to. You could have, for instance, like have maybe like Peace Josiah Udi. Yeah.
I'm wondering who Peace is. You like to share?
Don't worry, that one is not. It's not your business.
Okay. How much alone time do you need?
How much what?
Alone time do you need?
God, how much a long time do I need?
Yeah.
I'm a very clingy person. I think I want my person with me all the time, but I think when it comes to Bible study, prayer time, then bathroom activities, I think that's much a long time as I need, because one thing about marriage that really scares me is having the thought of sharing your bathroom. I don't think I can ever get used to somebody watching me while I'm bathing or while I'm using the restroom. It's just, I think I want us to have separate restrooms, yeah, bathrooms.
But why? Like, you're married. That's the whole. I feel like that's the whole essence of it. So why wouldn't you want that?
No. Okay. For instance, I'm 26. For the first, okay, of course, when I was 1, 2, 3, there was somebody back me, but at least from when I became conscious, let's say like age, God, I said, but I'm still batting very late. Let's say like from age 8 to like 26, that's that's like 13 years. For the next 13 years of my life, I've been batting alone. So why would I now suddenly get used to somebody being with me while I take my bath? Nah, don't worry. I will pass.
Okay. What are your non-negotiables in your relationship?
Non-negotiables in a relationship. Non-negotiables. As for me, I will go with lying. I can't tolerate lying. There's a lot of things I can tolerate. I think I can tolerate cheating to an extent, if you're honest about it. I'm not saying you would keep doing it, but I think I can't tolerate lying. Lying is non-negotiable.
Wow, that's a big one. Tolerating cheating. For me, it's a lot because when you're with someone, I feel like cheating does something to somebody, like psychologically, but anyone has his way of how he pictures his life and how he plays out what he does in his head. So yeah, I'll leave you to that. What are you looking for in a spouse?
What am I looking for in a spouse?
Yeah.
A God-fearing spouse.
Okay.
If spouse that is my friend, I think I would love to marry my best friend, but too bad I don't think she likes me. So
Oh wow.
so of course I'll pick a woman that is my friend. Then after that I'll pick a woman that really loves me, because I think when you don't love a person, you can't pretend. Then okay, now I'll now go for beautiful. No, my wife must be beautiful. I must be able to look at your face, and if I'm angry, the anger just goes away, because I'm like,
Yeah. Interesting, because I was hoping you said that much earlier, because I don't know if it's a childish thing or particularly you have to. I feel like for a guy who you're with, you have to be in a certain way, see the person as beautiful in your way, because I feel it's quite. It may sound childish to someone else, but I feel it's quite important, because if you don't see someone as beautiful, then
yeah, beauty is important.
yeah. How could you describe your dating style?
Do I have a style? I used to just go with whoever is available. But I'm more of a vibe kind of person. I've never really gone the traditional route of asking a person out, and I just go with that. I go with the flow, because we get talking, we enjoy each other's company, we laugh at each other's joke, and we're in a relationship.
Personally, I don't even understand the question. What do you mean by dating style? You could mean a whole lot of things. So, what do you mean by dating style? But okay. How long do you typically date someone before becoming exclusive?
Maybe the person agrees to be my girlfriend is exclusive. I'm not playing with you. I can't be sharing you.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, immediately you agree, we're exclusive.
Okay. I don't even have an answer for that, because I'm not certain. But it is what it is. What are your deal breakers and non-negotiables for relationships?
Non-negotiable, you must be a Christian.
Okay.
Deal breaker, you're lying, you're a liar, and you don't love me. Either by words, either you show it by words. In fact, I'll tilt towards more action, but even words too make me cut.
Okay, interesting. What are your views on commitment, monogamy, and polygamy?
You see, my views come from the Bible because I'm
Yeah.
a Jesus boy, so my view is always from the Bible. It's in line with the Bible.
As it should be.
So I would choose monogamy anytime, any day. And the truth of the matter is there's so much to do in life. There's so much doing because you see your life cannot be just summed up in total that you marry plenty women.
Yeah.
You see, plenty of everything is bad. You know, there's a way you put salt in a soup and it's just right. You understand?
Yeah.
But when you put plenty salt, even you said it's no longer you can't even eat it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So
Yeah.
I think to everything there's a limit.
Yeah.
So to me, one woman is more than enough.
That's a good one. And you know, as funny as it sounds, there are people who are of the opinion that polygamy should be encouraged in African setting. I don't know. I've heard that in some interviews, some podcasts, some people's opinions, and I'm just like, wow, how do people get to this point? What do you have to say about that?
Hey, you see, that's how would I put it now? That's people. That has to do with choice.
Okay.
That's people because me now, right? Part of the reasons why I think the way I think is because I'm a Christian. Do you understand? So if I was an African man, maybe I would think like an African man.
Yeah.
So I'm a Christian, so I think like a Christian. So everything has its advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
So you can't really take the horse to the river, but you can't really force it. That's why I give the example of even too much salt in the soup is bad.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So all I can say is point out the disadvantage of something, and if you still want to try it.
Yeah. Yeah. To think of it, monogamy is just the best thing to do. You just have peace. You don't have to think about what the other lady or what the other guy is doing, what she's thinking, or what you don't have to be unsafe. There's so much conflict involved in polygamy that it's not something that I would advise anyone in this current time. Even before now, but I'd like to say this current time because the world is more advanced now, and people are more informed, and people about even faith now is, we have Bibles on the phones, we have more than ever the gospel has been preached, more than ever it has been preached around the world, and also I feel like, why do people still do this? How do people still end up find themselves in this kind of situation? How do people not commit at all? But it's just one thing, but that's it. Okay, that was for today's episode. We are grateful and happy to have you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you look forward to more and more of this podcast. We bring you more shows. Please stay tuned, watch, like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.